Dear viewers of Elkem Television, it's me, Kaze98, sitting in for Elkem Sports today, Tuesday. You're most welcome. Ninyo Kaze Kyalero nkoze mu Elkem Sports kandi hano to give you all the form of news, international, local, and nagandi gona. So, on the very first note, so obide butukwasire tugenda kutandikira a local scene. Kwenda kuba abanyakulya yero kubamanyisa nywe nango tomorrow St George FC enayo game yayegera kuba netasolinga it out ne team ya Police FC in Masindi Stadium. So they are calling for your support, home support. Nyina munakuba in Masindi Stadium musobole kuba nimboereza abuwagizi nka team yomuka. St George FC eri team y'abantu bakira babere batamanyire baitu breaking it out onto the scene. Yasobora kuba negeza promoting a local talent y'abana bali mukana. Kwenda kusobolya St George bokuba n'olugendo lwayo teri tiimu nkulu muno etandikire maybe eya back baitu eri tiimu emu ezigezaho kwoleka omutindo muno mu kintu ky'omupiira mu region hano nabwekyo nkwenda kubaterera nnyo na musobole kuba nyenkya Masindi Stadium musobole kulwa etiimu ya St George n'esamba Police FC kandi etiimu y'omuka endi Boma FC nayo eri mu West Nile ekusamba tiimu ya Paida. So abantu abakufollowing Elkem Television mukusaka kuba nimugenda amasimu ganyu ni mu streaminga bakusamba Uganda Cup the 50th edition. Then other local news we are going to see on the Uganda Premier League gitwamanyire ekapozingamu a bit bite our small games want to kimanya AFCON again amaiso. Yesterday AFCON tuwenege a team ya Senegal never beaten out. Senegal kireseroga ekintu kwekaguza abantu bangi bekagwizege. How come Senegal erugiremu? Most people were seeing Senegal as the favorite to take this trophy. However, they won it the last time it was held. So, tubaigeni twekaguza me and other friends baigeni wekaguza how does this leave Africa? Senegal NCM yetubayentrwa eri organized mu kintu kya sports kila muno mupira baina ba Sadio Mane ba Ismaila Sarr ba Nicholas Jackson wa Chelsea but kibalekerego businge etimu ya Ivory Coast the host baba kwasire game penalty 4-5 after a full 90 of 1-1. Then previously we also saw a game where Cape Verde was able to win its game 1-0 in regular time. So Kyawan Kiberezangu, those two teams have already qualified for the round of 8 which we call the quarterfinals. Then we took one to Rugao. I'm going to be on a terrible speed because I'm caught up by time today on Elkem Sports. So whoever is outside there, I'm going to give you a variety of sports. Today I'm coming also with the news of NBA, what we call the National Basketball Association. It's me, Kaze98, on your show. Today we shall be here, and also I want to give you the top selling team or merchandise based on the NBA stars. Okay? We have the very first team. The top 10, the very first team in the NBA selling merchandise. We have those Angel Lakers. But those Angel Lakers abakira ero kumbamanyire muinaye musabe wanyu mumanyire ka the great player in this game of basketball. Then we have Boston Celtics as number 2, Golden State Warriors number 3, Milwaukee Bucks number 4, Philadelphia 76ers number 5. We have Chicago Bulls at number 6, Phoenix Suns as number 7, New York Knicks as number 8, San Antonio Spurs number 10, and then Dallas Mavericks as number 10. So, more on basketball, you're going to allow me wish a very happy birthday, which is the 21st birthday of this great man in the sport, in the game of National Basketball Association. That's the NBA, by names of Amin Thompson, who turns 21 today. Amin Thompson is a player of the Houston Rockets. He has turned today 21. When you look at him, he's such a great guy in the game of the National Basketball Association. Then also, I also want to wish another birthday to Max Kleber, who turns 32 today and is a player of the Dallas Mavericks. He turns 32 today. He's also a great player in the National Basketball Association. So, that's what... Yesterday we had some games in the National Basketball Association, both in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. So, remember, Hanumo National Basketball Association to an league where we have more than 10 teams in each side. So, Anu want to gamba what in a league to kwetera. So, here to gamba like to in what we call the conferences. When you look at the regular season, Eastern Conference yesterday, tubaigena Charlotte Hornets. Babaigena 92 points. Then they were beaten by New York Knicks by 113. Twabana Cleveland 118. Los Angeles Clippers 108. Boston Celtics 118. Boston Celtics 118. New Orleans 112. Brooklyn Nets 147. Utah Jazz 114. Miami Heat 105. And the opponents also didn't tussle it out very well. However, they won the game. So, twabana bataiba ituba Los Angeles Lakers, but they lost to Houston Rockets, and that was an amazing game. That when LeBron James nateba amazing points, but tibarege bilongia side ya timu yaye Los Angeles Lakers babara bizege kuimuno. Then twabana Oklahoma City Thunder baterege Minnesota Timberwolves 107 to 101. Twabana San Antonio Spurs, they lost to Washington Wizards 118. Dallas Mavericks won the game 131. Orlando Magic 129. Then on the table standings, when you look at Eastern Conference, Boston Celtics, when you look at this the table standing, Boston Celtics are heading the table with 36 wins. We have Milwaukee Bucks with 32, Philadelphia 76ers with 29. We have New York Knicks with 30, Cleveland Cavaliers with 28, Indiana Pacers with 27, Miami Heat, they are coming next with 24, Orlando Magic 24, Chicago Bulls 22, Brooklyn Nets 19, Atlanta Hawks 19. We have Toronto Raptors 16. Then in the Western Conference, we have Los Angeles Clippers as the first. We have Bolton Celtics, and among others. Then I'm going to take you to the transfer rumors. As of today, the transfer rumors that we have. Okay? As we are going today, I'm going to take you to the transfer rumors in the next segment of the episode. So thank you for listening to me. Let's go for a short commercial break and we shall begin from there.
Our dear esteemed customers, introduce to you Urban Ladies Saloon. for watching. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy
back from that short commercial break. Turugireyo ko kane nuko tumalize tutyo egyo episode ebairemu ebintu bikwatagana na basketball. Yasobola kuba nimbaireza highlights mu National Basketball Association abandi mumanyire nka NBA. Ebi nibibaire nibifayo ku National Basketball Association. So today coming back to football to some fixtures today is a Tuesday and the Premier League is coming back. It's been a while. Premier League ebairemu short commercial break, short break, bagezero mu winter break, teams zimu ni samba. Then the weekend we witnessed an FA tie where Manchester United beat a team from Wales, that's Newport County, 4-2. So other teams are also going to play today in the Premier League. First fixture ejakuba agati ya Luton Town esamba Brighton and Hove Albion. So ege jakuba a very enticing tie no rangu a team ebirezo tizirizo na ambi Luton Town one of the ekwasede especially those teams or Raneteka some good fight. But however, don't forget that Brighton is also a very good and established team. They are also among the good teams in the Premier League. To another fixture where Nottingham Forest will be hosting Arsenal the Gunners. Arsenal the Gunners enyuma wabaire bali bomuleme munondi boleka mtindo enjojo eri iguru ya table however much ngo due to the slight decline in the form bagerezo kugarukira enyuma so currently they are not on table. However much, I expect the elephant to return back to the table, but they first need to tussle it out with the Nottingham Forest. In the Nottingham Forest, by Nakutema, Emitege Trole, Obera, Bamira, Obakwa. Then another fixture will be Fulham-Everton. Fulham, a team from London, will be hosting a team from the Merseyside, that is Everton. Everton, the team Mumbi, however, we have seen previously the team Everton by the review wingi, ni bagisarao points for the first time in November, bagisarao 10 points due to butaikiriza mateka ga FFP, that's financial fair play rules. Then bakiora bagisarao of recently 10 points in the same case. To run a team when he was 0 in that case, like Nottingham Forest. So I expect these teams to come and fight hard. Point is 0. Then another tie will be between Crystal Palace, the Londoners, and Sheffield United. Crystal Palace, last time they played Arsenal, they were missing there some of the key players like Jordan Ayew, Michael Olise, that talisman, the lefter, very good on football. So today I expect them to come back and bounce back onto the scene. To another exciting game that is going to be between Aston Villa and Newcastle. The very first game of this season was between Newcastle and Aston Villa lost very badly to the Magpies. That was almost a tie of 6-1. They lost 6-1 to Newcastle, and I expect this time Aston Villa need to turn this result and show that Newcastle, last time you beat us 6-1 at your home, but our home here in Birmingham, we are also dangerous. So when you look at the table standings, of course, it's Liverpool on top with 48 points, 21 games played. Manchester City is second with 43 points. Arsenal third with 43 points, 21 games. Now, there the difference is in goal difference, where Manchester City has 25 while Arsenal has 22. Then fourth is Aston Villa, the team from Birmingham. Birmingham is the oldest city in England. So this team has been mediocre for a long time, but however they were good during those days. So they are trying to come back. Fifth is is Tottenham Hotspurs, the Londoners, with 40 points. We also have West Ham from London with 35 points. This time London teams are also trying to show some energy. We have Brighton as the 7th. We have Manchester United, people's favourite, the pride of England. Atakulava Yakugaya, Manchester United is standing in the 8th position with 32 points with -5 on goal difference. We have Chelsea, two-time UEFA Champions League champions, in the 9th position with 31 points. Newcastle coming in the 10th position with 29 points. We have Wolverhampton Wanderers with 29 points in the 11th position. We have Bournemouth with 25 points in the 12th position. We have Fulham in the 13th position with 24 points. Brentford follows Crystal Palace, Nottingham, Everton, Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield lastly. Then we look at other fixtures. Today in other leagues, we have DFB Cup, that is in German. We have St. Pauli, Fortuna Düsseldorf. And that will help those ones who like betting, of course. Then in the AFCON what we call the Africa Cup of Nations. Today we expect other ties in the round of 16. That's between Mali and Burkina Faso. That's the first kickoff that will come at 20. Exactly 20. That is a Sahibiri Zekiro. Burkina Faso will be tussling out with Mali. Then also we shall have Morocco playing with South Africa. This is going to be an entertaining match. Morocco and South Africa are very good teams that have established leagues in Africa. When you see Morocco, Morocco gira nensi zimwe za hero mu league zabo. No rango zina facilities nungi, zina basami barungi, zikusasura kulungi. Not also forgetting South Africa. South Africa also has some of the biggest teams in Africa. You cannot neglect them. So it's going to be really an entertaining game. So Bokura, other fixtures, we also have the Asian Cup. Asian Cup, they are also in the round of 16. So far the result I have here is Uzbekistan has beaten Thailand 2-1, and that's full time. So the next game is going to be Saudi Arabia up against South Korea. Saudi Arabia they are going to try out with a team that is coming from the Korean Peninsula, that is South Korea. South Korea to give team unungi, emwa team is in Abasami Barungi Kasoni me Premier League, but Abasami Barungi, so you expect some entertainment in that game. Then we look at English Championship in England. Coventry City will be playing Bristol City. Leicester City will be out with Swansea. In the League One, Oxford United will be playing Portsmouth. What most of you like and what most of us go knowing as Pompey, what we call Portsmouth. Then in the League Two, we have Sutton United up against Horgate. When you look at the table of championship, Leicester City is leading the table with 66 points out of 28 games played. Ipswich comes second with 59. We have Southampton third, Leeds 57. We have West Bromwich Albion 45, Coventry City 43, Sunderland 43, Hull City 42, Norwich City 41, Watford 40, Middlesbrough 40, Preston North End 39, Bristol City 37, Cardiff 37, Plymouth Argyle 33, Swansea City 33, Millwall 33, Blackburn Rovers, Stoke City, Birmingham, Huddersfield, and in the relegation zone we have Queen's Park Rangers, Sheffield Wednesday, and Rotherham United. Meanwhile, we are going also to look at some of these teams. I want to try to analyze Leicester City. Leicester City have been playing some good games in the championship this season. It's a team that was relegated last season from the Premier League. It's a team that won the Premier League in 2016. Most people were undermining the team. However, the performance put up was very good performance and ended up winning the Premier League. Not like just some teams that have stayed for over 2 decades and 1 decade without winning the Premier League. So I'm talking about Manchester United and Arsenal. So if you're an Arsenal fan, just be there outside and say, when is my team winning the Premier League? I know most of you outside there, you've never seen your teams winning the Premier League. Yeah, you just be there making noise. However, let's stop from there. So I'm talking about Leicester City. Leicester City last season had some good players. However, the season wasn't good for them. They tried their best, but they lost out to some good teams and they were relegated in the championship. So this season they are trying to come back. They are 7 points ahead of the second. And in the championship, the first and second almost are promoted automatically. So Leicester City are very good position to be back in the Premier League the coming next season of 2024-2025. However, there are other teams that left the Premier League last season I want to talk about here, like Leeds United. Leeds United is also not in a bad position. They are in a playoff position. Then there is also another team that left last season was, I think, Norwich City. They are in the 9th position. They are also trying to play very well. Then those are the teams some of you know, most of you know. Like Sunderland is also in the playoff position. I think these teams will have to improve more. When you look at the stats, player stats in the championship, we have the top scorers. We have Sami Samadozic of Blackburn Rovers has 16 goals. We have Morgan Whittaker of Plymouth Argyle 15 goals. Adam Armstrong Southampton 14. Jack Clark Sunderland 13. Jonathan Rowe of Norwich has 12. Then the ones leading the assist chart, we have Latif Davis of Ipswich Town 11. Adam Armstrong 10. Kieran Dewsbury Hall of Leicester City has 9 assists, and Giorgio Ruta of Leeds United has also 8. Not forgetting I think this is my favorite player, Somerville of Leeds United, the American, has also 8 assists. Then in the next episode, when I'm coming back, I'm going to talk about the transfer news in football. We are closing up the the January transfer window very soon, and it will be ending tomorrow by midnight. So you expect a lot of news from me today. I'm going to tell you the deals that have been broken and that we expect to happen in the next 24 hours. So stay tuned as we come back in the next episode.
Our dear esteemed customers, we introduce to you Urban Ladies Saloon. Thanks for watching. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Mwebale yombura ngwa kama itu ombura ngwa itu amaguzi nuko tugarukire in this episode, in this part of this show. So by again tuwaitwalizo a championship, so we are coming back to the Premier League. We are going to analyze the Premier League, and then also we analyze the transfer news, that what is happening in the world of transfer news. We expect the transfer window of this winter to close tomorrow at exactly midnight. So we are going to analyze some team here. We are going to analyze Arsenal. And I'm going to try to pose a question for you, Arsenal fans who are outside there, who are watching me on Elkem television today. I want to pose, what is the biggest problem for Arsenal this season? One time I was discussing with my friends that Arsenal bought Declan Rice for 105 million. And I was trying to discuss with them that maybe the biggest problem wasn't a midfielder. Because last season we saw when they have Thomas Partey from Ghana and they had Granit Xhaka from Switzerland. They had played a very good midfield. They were a very good duo in the midfield. So I was discussing with my friends that why didn't Arsenal invest the 105 million into a top world striker in the caliber of Hurricane. Because we have seen this season, Arsenal's problem might be the forward. You see, Arsenal, when you look at their forwards, Gabriel Martinelli has tried to score 4 goals this season compared to last season. By this time, he had almost like 11 goals. Gabriel Jesus has 3 goals. Bukayo Saka, Godson, he has 5 goals. Compared to last season where he almost had like 12 goals by this time. So I think Arsenal's problem this season has been the striking. So I was discussing with my friends, telling them, why didn't Arsenal concentrate or put the money that they used to buy Declan Rice, the English midfielder, 25-year-old, into buying a proven striker, Premier League goal hunter, Hurricane, who just joined this Bayern Munich this summer. So perhaps it would have been different. Arsenal would be competing very well. You've seen Manchester City, they have a proven striker in the names of Erling Braut Haaland. Braut Haaland got an injury some time back, but he's still the top scorer. He hasn't been playing for almost like 5 matches. So he still has 14 goals and is leading the chart. So I think Arsenal, they should now look into they should look into their problems and say, Arsenal, now we need to sign a top striker. Because we saw in the summer they signed a player in the names of Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz cannot solve for your problems of scoring goals. Because we all know Kai Havertz is not a player that is going to score goals game in, game out. Then, from there we are going to begin with the very news that I was talking about, Erling Braut Haaland as being back in the Manchester City squad. Manchester City are going to play a Premier League game tomorrow. Now, Pep Guardiola hinted out and said that his target man, his main man, the number 9 from Norway is back, and that is Erling Braut Haaland. Most of you know him as the Viking. Muizi Tasuwa, that's brought Erling Haaland with. He has 14 goals this season. So, what does that put Man City? We saw last season Man City, there is what I call a period where Man City goes into God mode. They beat each and every team that comes across. So we expect Manchester City to go in that mode anytime from now, because when you look at Manchester City, they are welcoming back Erling Haaland. Already Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best playmakers the world has ever seen, is back. So you expect that they are just 2 points behind Liverpool, who is ahead of them with 1 game. You expect Manchester City to put in a very good competition. And we have seen that the Premier League season has been so competitive. Last season, by 21 games, Arsenal was already in 50 points. But today, the leader has only 45 points. And the difference between him and the second is 2 points only. So it's been a very, very competitive tie. Liverpool FC are also not a bad team. So when you look at the forward, I was telling one of Liverpool fans that this season, Liverpool has one of the most prolific forwards. When you look at the likes of Mo Salah, when you look at Darwin Nunez, when you look at Luis Diaz, when you look at Diogo Jota, they are very, very good players, and they are very good. They know where the nets are found, so they can easily score you in any time. Then, from there, I also want to talk about Manchester United team. Manchester United's problem has always been, we have seen the results have been poor, but however, Manchester United problems I don't think have been in the dressing room, they are in the back room. However, the Manchester United are trying now to come up and solve those problems, given that they've got a new investor, and that's Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So we expect them maybe to perform better in the second half of the season, and perhaps next season they will come up with as a strong team. However, now I'm going into the transfer news. The transfer news I'm getting right now on my page here, Atletico Madrid are considering the move for former Arsenal defender, that's Gabriel Paulista, who is set to leave Valencia. Unfortunately, the young generation have not seen Valencia. I was able to witness Valencia FC in Spain as one of the most entertaining teams. When that time they had the likes of David Silva, they had the likes of David Villa. They were a very good team, very competitive. In fact, that time we didn't have Atletico. That would bring headache among Barcelona and Real Madrid. So that time it was Valencia. Valencia was a very good team, but however, it went down. So in the discussions that were held on my table, what I'm getting, Trevor Chalobah was discussed among the options that Atletico Madrid was considering into bringing it at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium in Spanish capital, that is the Madrid. Then also, we have got some information here that Sunderland have agreed deal for permanent transfer to sign Romelu Mado from the Standard League. Now, this is a player who was one time at Tottenham Hotspur and is a midfielder. He's very young and is promising. So, when you hear the news that Sunderland wants to sign him, just know that Sunderland wants to improve and be back maybe in the Premier League next season. We also have other news reaching my sports desk. We have that Chelsea have rejected a formal approach from Wolves. Wolves was trying to get Armando Broja, the 20-year-old striker, on loan from Chelsea. But Chelsea have shown no intention of letting this young striker to go on loan to Wolverhampton, because they also don't have a proven striker. They have the likes of Nicolas Jackson, who comes and misses like 10 chances, and he has to score like maybe in 2 games he gives you maybe like 4 chances where he will score 1. So Chelsea have said no, we are not letting Armando Broja, the 20-year-old, live on loan. Then Crystal Palace are closing on a deal to sign a talented midfielder, Adam Wharton, from Blackburn. Understand the deal is in excess of 22 million, 20 guaranteed with 2 in additions. The midfielder is very good and he is very young, promising. So you just know Crystal Palace wants also put in a very good competition. Then when you go to Bayern Munich of recently, they signed Eric Dyer from Spurs on loan. The defender is a 29-year-old defender from Spurs. Is good. So they have also confirmed the signing of Brian Zaragoza. Brian Zaragoza is in the team of Girona, which is these days taking Madrid up and down. Zaragoza is a very good winger. He's a good winger. So he has joined Bayern Munich. However, he will not join Bayern Munich in this winter transfer window. He will join Bayern Munich in the summer transfer window. Then we got the news last week that Jurgen Klopp would be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Jurgen Klopp has had one of the most successful spells at the club. One time I was challenging my Liverpool fans, telling them that Liverpool, you are still an average team. However, I was maybe kidding. Liverpool is one of the teams with most European titles in Europe. That's the Champions League. They have 6. They have won 6 UEFA Champions League. There are other teams that come here and make noise for us that have not won most of these trophies. They don't know the trophies. So Jurgen Klopp leaving at the end of the season, where would it leave Liverpool? So you might find it's going to affect Liverpool. Maybe the stars will say, now Liverpool, let's leave Liverpool. So Jurgen Klopp is leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Now, there were news that were suggesting that Miguel Almiron, the Paraguayan star, would leave Newcastle and join a team in the Saudi Arabia. However, Newcastle rejected this move. They see Miguel Almiron as one of their key players in the quest to strengthen the team and the team to be competitive. So Al-Shabaab wanted this guy, and they have decided to go for Ivan Rakitic, midfield maestro from Sevilla. So we will see if the deal will go through with this time remaining almost of 24 hours. Then we have a young Swedish midfielder, Lucas Baggevel, who is on the list of most of these teams in Europe, like Manchester United, Barcelona. They want the young midfielder. It's very, very promising. So Barcelona had made a proposal of a bid worth 7 million plus 3 in add-ons. However, Baggevel is expected to join Barcelona because the deal of 7 plus 3 in add-ons was accepted by his team. So he's expected to join Barcelona. He's a very good midfielder. I was looking at him and comparing to the Regen. He should be the Regen of Frankie de Jong. So perhaps they are signing a competitor of Frankie de Jong. Then when you go to the money team, that's Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain in France are working actively to loan out their striker, 21-year-old Hugo Ekitike, in the next 48 hours. So they haven't got any formal proposal, but however, they want to loan him out. Then also in the mighty team of Manchester United and Granada are exchanging documents for the loan signing of the Uruguayan winger. That's Facundo Pellistri. Facundo Pellistri is a young, promising winger who is 22 years old. But here, the playing time in Manchester United is very competitive. So you find that it has to link up with the likes of Anthony Matias da Cunha, with the likes of Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho has been loaned out to Borussia Dortmund. Then in other news, we are saying that Enos, the new investors of Manchester United, wanted Omar Bereda from Manchester City to be part of their board in the upcoming summer. I told you that the upcoming summer for Manchester United, I expect really to be busy, very, very busy. So then we have other news. In other news, we are also getting to know that Morgan Rogers is close to joining Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers is close to joining Aston Villa, and they have reached a verbal agreement with Middlesbrough by Aston Villa. The talented midfielder will join Aston Villa. However, this takes off the rumors that Newcastle wanted to sign Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa. So Aston Villa denied the rumors last night. Then also, now Noah Lamina is on the verge of joining Wolves from PSG on loan. Noah Lamina is a very young midfielder who is going to join Wolves on loan from PSG. So that's it for today, and that's the Elkem Sports with me, Johnny E. That's Kazay 98. So tomorrow, at the beginning of the show, I told you we are going to have a very entertaining game between St. George FC and the Police FC in Masindi Stadium. I expect everyone, the young, the old, the elderly, to join us in Masindi Stadium and support our home team, that's St. George FC, a very promising team promoting home talents. So you also expect that Elkem TV, that the TV that is coming up, that's growing each and every time, to be live streaming the game in Masindi Stadium. So wherever you are, expect to get the information you want with Elkem Television and the Elkem Sports. So bairaba nkubatusaba inywena banyanyazi bamama batata nyenka. It's a day for St. George. Today, I haven't got the results of Boma. Boma was playing also in the Uganda Cup, but I haven't got the results. I will update you. You can follow me on Twitter, and that's Kazay Official, where you are at Joe Kazay 98. You can follow me for updates and many others. Thanks for being in, and thanks for viewing Elkem TV. We shall join here next week on Tuesday, the same show, same station. That's me with me Kazay, and I shall be joined by my host, that will be Andama Moses, the West Nile ambassador. Thank you for being there. Elkem TV, Elkem Sports, Kazay 98. Thank you. I sign out.